Welcome to Nordic Market News, Thursday, October the 20th. This program is brought to you by news agency Direkt in Stockholm, Sweden, on behalf of Infront. Looking at the stock market index of the Nordic countries, pre-trade indicated small movements with a slight upward trend. During the first hours of trade, Helsinki 25 minus 0.2%, OMXS 30 in Stockholm also minus 0.2%, OSCBX in Norway plus 0.1%, Copenhagen 20 0.2%, and Nordic 40 0.1%. Due to the frequent Q3 reports announcement this time of the month, today's program will be dense with numbers more so than usual. In Finland, the Finnish Court of Appeal has finally announced legal retribution for the companies included in the cartel affecting the Finnish asphalt and road paving industry in the 1990s and early 2000s. Many of the charges have expired and therefore been dropped, but 4 of the companies will be obliged to pay 35 million euro to the Finnish government, as well as several municipalities. Even though the Lemminkäinen Corporation is included in the cartel affected by the Court of Appeal decision, considered to be the cartel leader with a fine alone of 20 million euro, the stock surges on the Helsinki mid-cap exchange today. At the opening hour, the stock was up as much as 16% after about 2 hours of trade, an increase of 13% compared to yesterday. Sweden, multiple solid reports presented from large cap on OMX this morning. Media and broadcast group MTG, telecom company Tele2, and one of the 4 major banks, SEB, has all presented the Q3 results exceeding the analyst expectations. SEB's operating result, 5.2 billion Swedish kroner, operating income, 10.8 billion. The operating result was well over expectations of 4.7 billion. According to the report, this is due to a distinct increase in SEB's net trading income. Last quarter came in at 1.7 billion. This quarter, 1.9 billion, compared to the expected 1.4. And the bank stock is up around 0.5% on today's opening trade, but Tele2 and Betsson are the large cap winners today. Stock surges of 5.5% for Tele2 and 10% for Betsson so far. Unemployment rate in September was 6.1%, not seasonally adjusted. This is according to Swedish Central Bureau of Statistics, SCB. That is just below the expected rate of 6.3%, and seasonally adjusted, the rate was instead 6.7 compared to 7.2 in August. And to Norway, the Norwegian Air Shuttle reported EBITDA of 1.7 billion Norwegian crowns for Q3 of this year, as compared to just below 1.5 billion for Q3 of last year. Investments in further international capacity with cross-Atlantic flights, as well as new airplanes, has lifted the company. This is the airline's best result ever, but still the experts are not sure how to interpret the result, disagreeing on the strength of Norwegian. In the overheated Nordic housing market, Norway's sales of new homes increased to 26% in the third quarter of this year compared to 2015. After 9 months of this year, the total housing sales is up 15% compared to last year. And finally, top representatives of the Federal Reserves in the US says prime rate will be raised before end of 2016. This is a message which has been communicated throughout the fall. Also, the European Central Bank, ECB, meets this afternoon for discussions on the EU prime rate. Analysts believe investors are holding off on placements until the ECB announcement this afternoon. That was the headlines for today's program. We will be back again tomorrow with more Nordic news. Thank you for watching.